Let's race to the equities market now. The Nigeria's equities market jumped by 0.16%. That's about 45 billion naira at the close of trading session Thursday, as the all-share index and its market capitalization increased from the preceding day to a high of 52,290.75 and 28.47 trillion naira. We'll have the market sentiment return to positive territory. The stock market positive return year to date rose to 2.03%, while a total turnover of 1.27 billion shares exchanged hands in about 5,963 deals recorded in the trading session. So let's quickly take a look at the top 5 gainers quickly. Mutual Benefits, you have NEM, and of course you also have CWG, Computer Warehouse Group, Adova, among the top 5 gainers there. And if you take a look at the flip side now, Linkage Assurance leads with about almost 10% decline, losing about 5 kobo there. MC Nichols lost about 8.86%, closing at 72 kobo. After losing 7 kobo earlier in the day. So Resta Express lost about 8.73%. UPL Champion, they were all in the red on Thursday's trading section. So let's get started now. Ambrose Omordion, Research Officer, Investdata Consulting Limited, is here as usual. Thank you. Take us through the trading as yesterday. We saw, we saw negative sentiment almost from the beginning of the week till yesterday before it reverses. So what are the factors here? Yeah,
despite that yesterday was the first trading day for the new month to close in green. I will tell you that the trading pattern in the market have been impressive to show that the buyers have been charged. Despite we recorded a 2 days decline at the beginning of this month. But what we're seeing as at yesterday and also this morning, or going to the future, we expect that investors will be doing a due diligence on this Q1 number that I said earlier. Also coupled with the Position Management Index that was released to show that in the month of April, the economy that has been in kind of on a contraction for the previous 2 months has turned positive on a powerful one. For you to move from 42.7 to 53.8, shows that the cash that was released to the economy in the month of April have changed the dynamics of the economy, which also is going to reflect in the market. Seeing that during the period of cash crunch, we saw that the earnings that came from that quarter was so impressive. Now that we are back to normal business activities, and from the macroeconomic data that just came from this period for month of April, it says that investors are expecting that if that trend is sustained in this month of May, we're going to see a better market. But on the strength of the buying pattern in the market, it shows that while people are taking profit from the 7 days rally we saw toward the end of month of April, some investors also thinking to buy into companies that will expect to pay their dividend in the nearest future. Especially we saw what happened in the life of Access Bank, that next week with the closure, you can see huge volume that's in Access Bank, and it tells that investors are looking at a bank that declared 1 naira 30 kobo and the price is below 13 naira. Automatically they have almost a 12% yield in less than 3 months. For that, people are taking advantage of it. Also, look the way of Transcorp. Transcorp have been in the news in the market the previous week, but you can see that it's correcting, and most investors also will look at which would be the right price to jump into Transcorp again. But now that the activities of Otodollar and Tony have kind of unveiled the potential in Transcorp, for me the market has got more interesting. And like I said, for that also on the pipeline, yes, we want to expect to see the inflation figure for the month of April by next week. At the same time, MPC meeting is coming this week. Right. But if you look at the trend that we have been seeing in the matured market, we saw that yes, Fed has increased rates, while the central European Central Bank has increased rates. But don't forget that as they increase rates, I think that this is the sign that they are likely to stop increasing rates and going toward normalization. It tells that globally we have seen impact of rate hike on the economy. That means if they reverse it and also follow suit here, the recovery we are seeing the economy will be sustained. But that means we start seeing funds coming down to make for attractive for people to go into business, because I tell you, an interest rate of almost 18% is discouraging to many people, because the cost of financing or borrowing has gone high. But for me, once we start getting it right and interest rates are coming down, that will trigger another economy. But I believe that the incoming government should also work on it, that yes, we need to drive the economic development and growth, and that should be starting from what interest rates, so that the private sector will have activities to support the economy, to employ, and that will oil the economic the whole.
Two major events that will happen this month. First, of course, is the MPC meeting, which is scheduled, and that will mark the last MPC meeting in this administration, right? And then, of course, the handing over transition inauguration that will happen on May 29th. So, how is that likely to, impact on the market? How are investors or market investors reacting to that expectations?
No, majorly investors react most to the election process proper, not the handing over. It's good that the election has...
I remember we still have litigations. I mean, it's in court.
The election has
barring any...
No, election has has gone.
All right.
No, president-elect have been elected, or...
There's a president-elect in waiting.
In the history of Nigeria or in our law, there's no vacancy for a day, whether there's case in court or not. That court project might be ongoing, but on that day, there will no 2 minutes vacuum for the office of president. It will be sworn in, and what people are saying that coming in as at May 29, after seeing policy statement, also to see the body language of those that will be the minister. Don't forget that in this same APC, the first 2015, we spent almost 6 months waiting for who will be the minister of war. But I believe that this government that's coming in, even while they are campaigning, they already know who will be who. I believe that at the end of the day, once they are sworn in, they'll tell you in the next 1 month, or even within that June, or might see also National Assembly also able to pick their leaders there, so that they can start doing what we call a interview or clearance for them. For me, I believe that the incoming government, all eyes and see, let's see where they are going. For that, you should know that since after the election, there's one thing that is to interest you. Look at the economy after the election until now. There's a bit like stability. All people are looking at where are we going from here. Right. I mean, they're all waiting for what the next move, and that's why policy is very, very powerful in any economy. I tell you that when people don't mind politicians, I laugh. The politicians are the one that control your life, because what they make there will want everybody to follow. For that, once that come on board, start seeing policy that will come out from this government, that will give us that we are good. Now, for that, see interest rate a bit flat, exchange rate a bit flat. You can see that also. The cost of electricity, everything is just waiting for income activity to come on board and see where they will swing to. I believe that
are you saying the economy is more like on autopilot at this time?
Things are not changing, but things are working. You can see what I told you, the improvement we saw in the Purchasing Manager Index.
Right. Just a moment before I let you go. So to, give us your outlook for today. I mean, it's the last trading day of the week. Yeah, actually,
on the strength of the buying strength in the market, was at yesterday we saw about 82 buying position and just 18 sell position. If that trend is sustained today, we'll see the market closing also in the green. And I'll say that if among the high cap stocks, we didn't see any of them being on sell off today, that will support the market. Already, the market has opened in the green this morning, which is good. But you can't predict that at the afternoon, if all these high cap stock just go into a loss position, or investors start taking profit on them, that might change. But that's not that the market is weak. I said earlier that from the first day of trading of the month of May to date, we have seen a good sentiment that people are still taking position as well. We are seeing more buying position than selling position. That the market is all because high cap stock, for suffer losses in these days, the national market trend. That does not confirm that the market is bad. If you look at individual stock you have entered, the sector you are playing, and also what is the sentiment. What sentiment is key in the market, because that will determine where the wave will move to. As for that, always look at the investor sentiment at any time to know exactly at the end of the day where the market is going. That is what we need to know as an investor.
I think we'll have to leave it there. Thank you so much, Ambrose, Omordion, Chief Research Officer, Investdata Consulting. Thank you for coming on the program.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate your time.
Yeah, cheers.
Still to come after the break, President Muhammadu Buhari this week launched a new long-term national development plan, the Nigeria Agenda 2050. But that'll be a next talking point when we return from this break. This is Business Breakfast. Please stay with us.